What is going on, guys? It's your boy Big Dylan and welcome back to another Gunsmith Armsday Rolls and Recommendation video. This is March the 22nd to the 28th, so without further ado, let's just get straight into it. So the first weapon that we're going to be doing is the Seros ARI 41. Well, again, we'll go through all the rolls and see what we've got. So Hammer Forge is actually really nice. Handlaid stock, but we lose a lot of range. Focused fire. Meh, because of the archetype of auto rifle that it's actually on. Wouldn't really prefer that. High caliber rounds, always good to have in the Crucible. Reinforced barrel for a fuck ton of range but less stability. Rodeo to reduce the severity of the weapon's recoil, so that's not actually a bad roll. We could actually run reinforced and then just slap rodeo on so we get a bit more stability, so that is more than viable. So the last one, we have high caliber rounds, reinforced barrel again, and hip fire. Now I'm going to go for the middle one just because I feel like I'm going to get much more use out of the actual perks in here. You know, rodeo, high caliber rounds and reinforced is a solid roll for the type of archetype of auto rifle that it is, so definitely pick that one up. Now I'm not even going to pronounce the name of this hand cannon because I'll just end up ripping it to shreds. We got surrounded, not really that good in my opinion. Spray and plays okay. High caliber rounds, meh. Pretty doo-doo roll. See if there's any better ones than that. So we have Relentless Tracker, okay in the Crucible. Who's next? Not a big fan. And the middle trees is pretty much doo-doo again. So the last one, please. Looks promising. Crowd Control, nice. Spray and Play, nice. Snapshot's pretty decent. We've even got small bar on there as well, actually. It's not too bad. I'm going to go for this one just because the perks are actually generally better on the weapon. I don't really think I'm going to get much use out of Surrounded or Relentless Tracker, so definitely going to be picking that one up. PDX 41, I'm hoping for a good roll on one of these. Fitted stock is nice, secret round's pretty bad. Rifle barrel for a, that's actually, it's not too bad, but again, secret round is just not too great. We've got perfect balance on there, which is very nice. Spray and play, which is pretty decent as well. Handlaid stock for more stability, so that's not actually that much of a bad roll. Pretty high stability roll, so that's always nice. High caliber rounds, head seeker, and small bore. This is actually pretty decent. I'm going to be picking this one up just because I feel like I'll get more use out of it, especially with high cal on there. I feel like it'll actually be pretty decent.
Good, right?
But anyway, let's move on to the hunter now for the last two weapons. Right, so let's get straight into the last two weapons, guys. So we have a Seros rocket launcher. We have smart. Ooh, actually no, it takes it off. Ooh. Heavy payload though, grenades and horseshoes, and the last skill tree is just completely pointless. We have soft launch is meh. Lead magwell is okay. Surplus is sort of eh. I mean, come on now. Speed reload, okay. Grenades and horseshoes, and then the last skill tree again. What is the reason of perfect balance on a rocket launcher? Somebody please tell me. Doesn't make any sense. I'm going to go with this one just simply because of snapshot on the end. Grenades and horseshoes, heavy payload is always nice. Just because the other ones, again, just not particularly too great. So I'm going to go for the first one. Then for the Hacky sniper rifle, Private Eye, partial refund, and ew. This is a pretty... Counterbalance is nice, Feeding Frenzy, okay. Quick Draw, again, that's actually not too bad. So, this one looks pretty bad. Surplus, Guerrilla Fighter, Quick Draw. Again, I'm going to go with the middle one, just because I'm going to get more use out of these perks. In my opinion, I feel like they're more beneficial for the weapons. Now, if you can only pick up 3 weapons this week, if you only have one character that you can actually pick weapons up on, I personally would go with Well, if it was me, I'd go for the rocket launcher and the 2 shotguns. That's just my personal preference. You know, if you want some PvE shotguns, I definitely recommend picking these 2 up, because you know, if you can try and get one with full auto one, they're actually really good. Rocket launcher again, you know, you can use it in Crucible or PvE, it completely depends. The Media D, if you're looking for a 4-shot pulse, it's not too bad, but in my opinion, I would recommend picking up these 3 if you can only pick up 3 packages this week. As far as the test weapons go this week, we have a PvE, a PvE, a PvE, a PvE, and a Crucible. So 4 PvE test weapons, 1 for the Crucible. Anyway guys, hopefully this gives you an idea on what to get this week. Drop a like on the video if you enjoyed, subscribe to the channel for future content. Thank you so much for watching, and peace.